Another day, another story. NASA warned that if an asteroid has a 72% chance of striking Earth in 14 years, we may not be adequately prepared for it, while disclosing their findings from the 5th biennial Planetary Defense Interagency Tabletop exercise. A hypothetical exercise was conducted, and although there are no known significant asteroid impact threats for the foreseeable future, NASA believes we are not prepared even if we were given quite a bit of warning time. NASA and its partners have been actively preparing for potential asteroid impacts through a series of exercises and research initiatives. With a 14-year warning time, such as predicting an asteroid impact in 2038, there are feasible measures to tackle the threat. Welcome to Tabletop Eminent Channel. Detection and Tracking. NASA's Near-Earth Object (NEO) observations program aims to detect and track asteroids that could pose a threat to Earth. Over the years, enhanced tracking technologies and international collaboration have improved the ability to predict the paths of these objects with greater accuracy. Planetary defense exercises. NASA, along with FEMA and international partners, has conducted several planetary defense exercises. These simulations involve hypothetical scenarios to practice the response to an asteroid impact warning. For instance, a notable exercise in 2019 involved a fictional asteroid on a collision course with Earth. Participants practiced tracking, assessing impact probabilities, and planning deflection missions. Deflection strategies. One of the primary methods considered for deflecting an asteroid is the kinetic impactor technique, where a spacecraft is sent to collide with the asteroid to change its trajectory. This method was highlighted in exercises and has been a key focus of NASA's planetary defense strategy. The Double Asteroid Redirection Test (DART) mission, which successfully impacted a small moonlet of the asteroid Didymos in 2022, demonstrated this technique's potential. International collaboration. The International Asteroid Warning Network (IAWN) and the Space Mission Planning Advisory Group (SMPAG) play crucial roles in coordinating global efforts. These organizations facilitate data sharing, joint mission planning, and strategy development to mitigate asteroid threats collectively. With 14 years' notice, these combined efforts would enable the identification, tracking, and potential deflection of an asteroid, significantly reducing the likelihood of a catastrophic impact on Earth. Continuous advancements in technology and international cooperation are key to enhancing Earth's preparedness for such events. Participants considered potential national and global responses to a hypothetical scenario in which a never-before-detected asteroid was identified that had, according to initial calculations, a 72% chance of hitting Earth in approximately 14 years, NASA disclosed in its findings. The preliminary observations were not sufficient to precisely determine the asteroid's size, composition, and long-term trajectory, NASA said, adding that we may not be quite prepared to tackle it. Hypothetical exercises like these provide insights by exploring the risks, response options, and opportunities for collaboration posed by varying scenarios, from minor regional damage to potential global catastrophes during an asteroid hit. To complicate this year's hypothetical scenario, essential follow-up observations would have to be delayed for at least 7 months, a critical loss of time, as the asteroid passed behind the Sun as seen from Earth's vantage point in space, NASA said. On Thursday, NASA released a summary of this critical exercise, organized by the Planetary Defense Coordination Office in partnership with FEMA and the U.S. Department of State Office of Space Affairs. The exercise aimed to assess the nation's readiness to respond to the threat of a hazardous asteroid or comet, despite no current significant impact threats. Lindley Johnson, Planetary Defense Officer Emeritus at NASA headquarters in Washington, emphasized the unique nature of asteroid impacts. A large asteroid impact is potentially the only natural disaster humanity has the technology to predict years in advance and take action to prevent, Johnson said. The exercise allowed participants to confront a challenging scenario where follow-up observations were delayed for 7 months due to the asteroid's position behind the Sun, complicating efforts to determine its size, composition, and trajectory. Held in April at the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory in Laurel, Maryland, the exercise brought together nearly 100 representatives from various U.S. government agencies and, for the first time, international collaborators. This exercise marked the first use of data from NASA's DART, Double Asteroid Redirection Test, mission. The DART spacecraft's successful impact on the asteroid moonlet Dimorphos in 2022 demonstrated the viability of using a kinetic impactor to alter an asteroid's path. NASA is also developing the NEO Surveyor, an infrared space telescope designed to detect and characterize potentially hazardous near-Earth objects long before they pose a threat. It is slated for launch in June 2028. Established in 2016, NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office spearheads the agency's efforts to monitor and address potential asteroid threats. Detection and early warning. Early detection is critical for any asteroid impact prevention strategy. NASA's Near-Earth Object Observations Program, along with other global initiatives, focuses on identifying and tracking potentially hazardous asteroids. Improved telescopes, radar systems, and space-based observatories contribute to the ability to detect asteroids years before a potential impact. International collaboration and exercises. International cooperation is a cornerstone of planetary defense. Organizations such as the International Asteroid Warning Network, IAWN, and the Space Mission Planning Advisory Group, SMPAG, ensure global coordination. These groups facilitate the sharing of data and resources, conduct joint exercises, and develop collaborative strategies for mitigating asteroid threats. NASA, along with partners like FEMA, regularly conducts planetary defense exercises to simulate asteroid impact scenarios. For example, at the 2019 Planetary Defense Conference, a tabletop exercise simulated a hypothetical asteroid on a collision course with Earth. Deflection techniques. The primary method under consideration for deflecting an asteroid is the kinetic impactor technique. This involves sending a spacecraft to collide with the asteroid at high speed to alter its trajectory. The Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART, mission is a significant milestone in this area. In 2022, DART successfully impacted the small moonlet of the asteroid Didymos, demonstrating the feasibility of this technique. Real-world applications. A real-world example of these efforts is the monitoring and study of the asteroid Apophis. Initially considered a potential threat, Apophis's orbit has been studied extensively, and it is now known that it poses no impact risk for at least 100 years. Exercises using Apophis as a stand-in for a hazardous asteroid have tested the entire planetary defense response chain, from detection to impact prediction and mitigation planning. Future prospects and continuous improvement. With a 14-year warning time, the global community would have sufficient time to prepare and implement deflection strategies. Continuous advancements in technology, improved international cooperation, and regular simulation exercises are essential for enhancing our preparedness for potential asteroid impacts. By integrating detection capabilities, international coordination, and deflection technologies, humanity is better equipped to handle future asteroid threats and safeguard the planet. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.